Hello there. How are you? This is Michelle Green and the KBBU team behind the scenes. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today, tonight? When in the morning, I don't know when you watching, what time it is where you are, but it is like 9:30 at night here, and we are here every single Wednesday from 9:30 to 10, or sometimes a little over, depending on what conversation we have. So listen, tonight we talked about business management. We actually happen to be going into how to govern your business, just like our country is being governed. We are having our our businesses have to be governed as well. Yes, I went there. I know y'all looking like, what? Did she really say that just now? Yes, I did, publicly on live. Yes, I did. But that's not to say, something that it's not a negative. It's something that we all need to understand. We need to be able to organize our organizations, right? So in order to do that, how can we actually put everything in place that we need to do? That's the challenge. That is the challenge for all entrepreneurs, any business owner, anybody that is trying to make sure that they got their stuff together. So let's talk about it, everybody. Tonight we went over quite a few things. What did y'all take away from tonight's class? Who want to go first? Doris? Tina?
Let's bring on Preston. Preston in the building.
Preston in the building, okay. Come on, Preston. Come on
Let's
in.
bring on Prestione. Let me stop. I gave him a whole name.
All right. So who wants to go first? Preston, you usually jump out there. I know you look like you ready to go ahead and talk. So let's do it.
This was you gave him the tools of the trade tonight. That's what I saw. You gave him the resources. You gave him what we call in the military. You gave him their weapons of choice. You gave him a variety. You gave him a variety to choose from. So
nice.
And it was different aspects. You had beginner level software and tools all the way up to the advanced. Say you took them from like the new LLC to the six-figure earner. You took them through all the aspects of that. So they just got to, like say, this is when you go back and they do the research. They go back and watch it over again, and they dissect. They take what they need. And that's like generally what this whole program is about. It's about giving you the resource that you're gonna go over the whole. Like say, you give them. We say this in my travel company too. You give them the whole buffet, and they decide what they're gonna eat. They decided they're gonna get seconds.
I'm gonna get thirds. Y'all remember
exactly.
That? Vacation, I had that macaroni plate. Go back and get thirds. Hello, Dr. Connie.
Yeah. So these systems, what Preston was talking about. So for those of you who may be watching right now, we are discussing, I should say, the what we was speaking about today about KBBU, and we're speaking about the last end of business management. And for most businesses, in my opinion, it's the management. So many businesses want, because when you start a business, you want to be able to make an impact, but let's keep it real, you want to make an income too. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't just be doing it. Because even nonprofits make money. Don't let you think that nonprofits don't make money. Okay, and so this was pretty much what separate individuals who build their house on a dirt floor versus a concrete floor. A house that has copper pipes versus a house that has plastic pipes. And so many of us were looking at the outside, the facade, because people is all about showy. Look at me. I got a business. Look, I got merch. Okay, because I'm all merch down. So I'm going to use myself as I got merch. I'm a business owner, honey. If you don't have them systems in place, that merch don't mean a hill of beans. It don't mean It don't mean not a nothing. It just means that you got some merch for your business. You can have social media. That just means you have social media. This is really what keeps your business afloat. And this is what really take your business from intermediate to advanced, and then actually has the ability to change your income, where you can scale up. If you are going from making $10,000 a year to making 30,000, 50,000, you're going to start seeing that you're scaling up. You cannot scale up effectively and maintain it if you don't use systems, because you're not a robot. I know we're using AI, but we're not AIs. We're human. We need sleep. We need rest. We need certain things. We have families. So once your business start expanding, you have to also make sure you can handle that. Many of you want all these clients, but can you really manage the clients? Ooh. It's much better to have less clients and manage them well than to have too many clients and mismanage them. And then your reputation as a business owner goes down because they're not trying to understand, oh, I don't have enough people working for me. Well, then you put this product out, you got this service. So the systems of it all, like Carnell brought out in class today, you need to change your mindset around systems, because you're looking at it as another payment when it's actually a way out. It's a way to give you security. It's a way to keep your mind from being overworked, like Doris was speaking about in class, getting overwhelmed, because these systems help free your time. And it's cheaper to have systems in place that's doing all these things versus hiring individual people to do all this stuff. Carnell made a good point today when he said, you have, like, I'm gonna use social media management. He didn't say this, but he was talking about CRMs. So if you have a CRM and you have a person that's doing, especially over here in America, you're looking at $500 to $1,200 a month on the bare minimum for someone to manage that for you. And sometimes they have a retainer, when you can pay $100 or less for a CRM system. I mean, come on, which one you gonna do?
Exactly.
The $100 a month or less, or you're gonna pay somebody $1,500 a month. The choice is yours, but you're gonna have to do one or the other. There's no in between. There's no gray space. You're gonna have to either pay somebody to do it, or you're gonna have to set up the system. And I say set up the system, and then later on you can have somebody do the systems and all that stuff for you. But if you're just starting out, you're gonna have to do it yourself.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the meat and potatoes, and this is where a lot of businesses avoid doing this, and then they kick themselves when they get to a point where the customers do finally start coming in what you hoping, wishing, praying for, and then you mismanage it.
Woo!
Yeah. So anyway, get them systems and figure out the one that works best for you. Go ahead and get it. But that's all I got to say.
Can I add a tidbit to what she said? Dr. Tina, she always say one word that piques my interest. She said impact. All right. You have two types of impact, with and without these systems. With these systems, your impact, you're gonna jump off that cliff, you're gonna soar. Without these systems, you're gonna splat.
Yeah.
So there's always gonna be an impact. There's always gonna be a result. All right.
True. And I want to add to what Dr. Tina was saying about the importance of having that in place. You see, the thing is, when you don't have the system structure, or you don't have yourself structured, you are setting yourself up for failure. It's something you have to go back, and I had to go back and, like, you know what, because like you were saying, Dr. Tina, you want to rush, you want to go through because you want to, everybody wants to be in the place where they're making money, they're soaring. I am not for paying someone else to do your work. You have the vision, especially when you're just starting. You have to write it, make it clear. You have to start with understanding how all these things work. Imagine you paying $500, $1,500 a month for someone who's sitting on top, who just taking your money and not really implementing or actively doing this thing that they doing what they're supposed to do. And I think it was, what's his name? Tyler Perry.
Mhm.
I'm not saying I went there, but you know, he's a multi-millionaire. So, you know, things are not gonna go like the way, you know, something's gonna fall to the crack. Because when you reach a certain number, you don't know what's going on, you know. but when you starting off and you have this thing structured, it actually, I take that back. Because when you know the system and you are educated on what it is that you need to do, the structure of your business, the foundation, like Tina was saying, are you building it on you know, is it going to be from, are you building it from sand, or are you building it from brick, concrete? You know, is this going to be strong? This is this is the starting point, and it's very crucial. Because when you don't know what you're doing and you out here and you get, you know, you get caught up with trying to compare yourself, compete, trying to make this money, you know, to prove a point, and you don't have the foundation set up right, all that's going to come to a crash. It's going to fall. And then the worst part about it, it's going to be a lot of mess to clean up. You know, you might, I mean, you starting from scratch now is easier to clean up now than you waiting and not putting into place what you need to do, you know, all the things you need to have so you can grow and succeed. So I am not for paying other people to do stuff that you can do yourself. So it's very crucial to have things in place. And the thing is, your life system in your business system, it correlates. You thinking, oh, this is something so different than or what I have to do. But if you don't have any system set up for your life, you're not going to succeed in your business. You're not going to succeed. It's not different language. It's the same. If you are managing your life well, if you have things, routines in place and system in place, it's easier to transition and pretty much implement the same thing. Yeah. So it's very crucial.
Call them a successful failure. You planted the seeds and you ain't had nothing to harvest the crops. You caught the car. You were chasing the car. You caught it. Now what?
I want to say one
infrastructure.
I want to say this because this popped up in my head. Anybody familiar with taking a deck of cards, not to play cards, but to build the house with? Anybody did that? I'm the only one that did. Is this a country thing?
No. I have built mega structures with my deck of cards. I have built mega structures.
So we're on the same page. Okay, we're on the same page. So if anybody familiar with taking a deck of cards and making you a house, right? You stack it up. And I remember one day I was so excited because I finally mastered to be able to get all 52 cards stacked up, made my big mansion with my stack of cards. It didn't fall down. And it looked beautiful. It looked magnificent. Then all of a sudden, one gust of wind from my old big head cousin knocked down my whole house. Okay. And I had to start over from scratch. And cousin, you know who I'm talking to. I ain't gonna call your name. I ain't gonna do it. But the thing is this. Most of us are building our businesses like a card house. And the first impact of any type of trauma or conflict or not having enough inventory or not having enough help to be able to manage, because not having the system, people falling through the cracks, not being able to answer emails, all the things, right? It take the same amount of time to build a house, a card house, as it take to build a solid house with Lego blocks. You just decide to use the wrong foundation.
Come on now.
And so I would say, use the right foundation first, like Doris said, and like Preston and all of us are saying in Cornell, because if you take the time to build it wrong, you're still going to have to go back and fix it if you want to remain in business. So you're not going to skip the system. You're going to have to go back and fix it. And I'm telling you, it is harder to clean up a year, 2, 3, or however long you're in business. To clean up, the cleanup work is harder than the startup work. So do it right first. Stop trying to skip things. Stop being El Cheapo with your own business. You want people to pay you to provide a service or product, but you don't even want to invest in yourself. One of my multi-million-dollar mentors, they actually said this point. They said and I don't know if you guys would do this or not. You know how you always put out your own book, your magazine, or your product or service. Mm-hmm. He said one of the things that he always did was that he will purchase his own product as if he's a customer.
Hello.
And the reason why he did that, he used his own money to invest in himself for his product. Number one, he wanted to understand, which goes back to what Doris was saying, knowing how to do it yourself. He wanted to know what the customer experience was going to be when they're going through his systems of operation, of how it is, how they will feel when they're buying stuff from him. Number one. And then you can see any flaws that you need to fix in case it's a little bug or something, you can fix it. Number two, it's a system of, it's reciprocated. So it's a mindset thing when you pay and you invest in yourself, but also it is training you. If you want somebody to invest in you, you need to invest in yourself. And once you invest in yourself, you can't expect nobody to invest in you if you won't do it for yourself. And then once he do that, he said he kept doing it. And then eventually he started getting customers. And even though he's a multimillionaire, he still do that to this day. Wow. Because he noticed that it's like the boomerang effect. It always come back to him. So for me, my first customer. I go in and buy because I want to know exactly how it feels to go through the system. All right. And then I have somebody else do it. And the money always come back double fold, triple fold, 1,000-fold, rinse and repeat, right? And so many people invest because I invest in myself first. If you're not willing to do it, then guess what? It's just something about it. Nobody else not going to invest in you. So be your first customer. Be your first customer.
Yeah, and to add and to piggyback on that, that's why I'm big on really doing it yourself, being your first, like you said, being your own customer, being your own client. It took me 2.5 years, and the system that I have, because I want to make sure I'm my first client. I want to make sure this thing I'm doing, I'm not just, let me see if it worked for you. No, I want to be my own testimonial client that this worked, because I don't want somebody to come and say, oh yeah, I did. No, you didn't. Because I know my stuff. I know my service. And that's why it took me 2.5 years, and I'm still implementing, doing things and what works. Because when it comes to management, people don't really understand. They don't understand the work, the mental work that goes into management, planning, It takes work. But when you have an effective system in place, you can be able to take that same system that you use for your life and apply it in your business, apply it in managing family time, apply it in building relationship, apply it in communication. And like how we were discussing this in the class, it don't have to be so many things. You don't have to be trying to work here, work there. That's why now people, you see, the third parties out there, they are being smart now. I'm not saying they're not smart, but they're, you know, they're really putting time into how can we make our service more effective, that people don't have to be going out there and having one thing here that served them and then they have to look somewhere else. If I have to have a system that just do one thing and I have to have 5 or 4 system, no, baby, you are not the right service for me. Because I am not trying to, no, I have my business. I have that I need to work on. I'm not trying to mastermind nothing. No, I need something simple, and I need it to take care of a lot of things for me. So when you come into KBBU, you learn, you understand the foundation, you see the different things, and Michelle is providing you with all the resources. Now you need to do your work, your homework, and see what works for you.
That's
but
right.
When you figure out something that works for you, don't complicate it. Don't try to add or, looking here and seeing what this other person, oh, that system don't work. No, simplify, make life simple.
Good. That is
Yeah.
Doris, thank you. Cornell, you look like you had something you want to jump in there. Is your hand raised? You better just jump in. You know, this is behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. First of all, Tyler Perry's a billionaire. Okay. This is my field. So I learned a lot from this field. I learned more about this field than anything else, but I like this field. Okay, I'm all about saving money. But sometimes you got to spend a little money to save a little money.
Well,
I didn't say to spend a little money to gain a little money. I said to save a little money.
well.
I have a 2000 Honda Accord that I drive. My wife's car new. I like this car. Good thing about it, I get it serviced. It's got the chrome on it. Nice paint job, and it runs like it's new. And it does everything I want for a car to do. Yes, I spent about maybe $1,000 a year on it to keep it going. But a new car payment,
Woo!
$700, $800 a month. That's a lot. Okay. When you come to KBBU, you're going to save a lot of money by coming here compared to the other people out there that's trying to do what Shell's doing right now. You're going to save a lot of money by using some of these systems. So coming to the school, coming to KBBU, and then learning, saving money through these systems, you're going to have more money in your pocket. So don't think that you're all the time losing money when you're spending a little money. That's my saying. Don't think you're spending a whole lot of money. Just because it's there and you need it, especially when you need it, you need to go ahead, spend that little money because in comparison to have a physical body over there doing that work, you're going to have to pay a whole lot more. So, Michelle, you did a good job in explaining this stuff today. And I appreciate you every time because it's a little something new every time hits me and I have to write it down. So, appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all. I just want to end with, we think about our lives and we think about, all the things that's going on in the world today, and we look at, okay, we know we're going to have to make some changes in our life. But what is the first step of us making changes? We have to prioritize. We have to put things in alignment. And that's what business management class at KBBU is all about. How do you put it in order? What things supposed to come first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th? Who is there to guide you along the journey of being an entrepreneur? Do you have anybody that you are seeking counsel from that's actually leading you in a direction, not just telling you something, but actually allowing you to learn a system that can be implemented not just in your life, but you can teach to somebody that you are actually bringing up to be your successor. So when it comes to business management, when it comes to all of the courses here at KBBU, if you are an entrepreneur and you're looking for some mentorship, you're looking for some coaching, listen, we have management skills. We have business credit, funding, money. We have business setup, formation, putting the structure together. And we even have marketing, media, and sales. Anything that you need as a business owner, this is the place for you to be. This is a one-stop shop like Walmart. This is a one-stop shop place for the entrepreneur. Stop going out there looking around and trying to figure out like how you gonna make it. We got the solution. It's right here at Kingdom Builders Business University. Go to our website. You see it on the screen. Sign up today. You can get into our undergraduate classes that start in January. You can get into, if you already have been through the KBBU courses of undergraduate classes, you can become one that's in our master's class. And how about that master class, coaches? Y'all was in there Saturday. That thing was out the charts. Woo! Woo! That was fun. And we talked all about money and investing and business credit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, on a whole different level than the undergraduate class.
The teacher was all over it. The teacher was all over it. She handled the business, didn't she?
Yeah, she handled it.
Yes,
her name is Michelle Green.
Yep.
Yes, I really enjoyed that class. I really did enjoy teaching that class. So if you are out there and you're just trying to figure out like, oh, all of these different things are going on in the world and government today, and you don't understand like what direction to go, you don't know how you're going to make it. You don't even know that much about being a business owner. You're just out here throwing stuff up against the wall and hoping that it sticks. We got the solution. Stop looking elsewhere. Get signed up today. You can even join our individual strategy sessions right now today. Get started wherever you are. We will help you from wherever you are to get to the 6 and 7 figure earning level or whatever it is that you want to do in your business. With your business, we can help you. All of us here have special gifts, skills, talents. We have special business industries that we cater to. So listen, guys, like, what are you waiting for? Time is ticking. We ain't getting no younger. It's time to make moves now. Don't wait till 2025. Make the move today so you can be ahead of the ball game. Because I know you feeling that. I know you feeling like you need to do something. I know you got a sense of urgency now. I ain't gonna say much about that, but yeah, I know you got a sense of urgency now. You know you need to do something different. We are the solution. But thank you guys for watching tonight. Like I said, we would love to help you in any of the industries that we have here, as well as in the classes. We have people for everything that's out there. We collaborate with all of our entrepreneurs, every single person. So listen, don't waste any more time. Time is ticking. Let's get our lives in order and let's learn how to manage our businesses through systems and through automation. Hello. Ain't that right, Miss Virginia? She said KBBU is the answer. All right. So thank you guys for watching. We're here every single Wednesday from 9:30 to 10 or until. Okay. But this is what we do after our undergraduate class, that we have so much fun teaching and talking to entrepreneurs about so many different aspects of business life. Until next week, we'll see you then. Thank you so much, and y'all have a blessed night.
More money, more money, more money.